Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. Yo, bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
We wrapped up year number 2, and we did get better. We did. Only by a game, though. We finished 9-8 on the year. Not amazing, but we're still building. We're still in year number 2, building the team, getting all the good stuff, getting the position filled that we need to get positions filled at. And Herbert, look what he can do when he actually has some weapons. 30 touchdowns and just 3 picks. He's a lot more efficient now with 3,500 yards, so he increases everything. Blake Corum, as a rookie, almost led the team in, well, he did lead the team, but almost got 1,000 yards, 992 and 7 touchdowns. I really hope that's good enough for star development. I really hope that. And Marvin Harrison, the fact that we got Marvin Harrison at pick number 19 in the first round is highway robbery. 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns, 735 for Quentin Johnston with 4 touchdowns. Disley did okay. Palmer did okay. Defensively, Henley had 125 tackles. Maybe he'll go up to superstar. That'd be amazing. Bosa 84, Samuel 79, Tui Peloto 78. I really need you to go up to star. You had 6 sacks. Maybe you will. Morgan Fox, 12 tackles for loss. Bosa 11, 10 for gains. The rookie had 9 tackles for loss, but no anything else, really. Bosa led the team 9.5 sacks. Peloto had 6. 7 interceptions for Asante Samuel. Oh, my God. Maybe that's superstar development. Who knows? I hope. I hope it's superstar development. We will find out. But we didn't make the playoffs, as you may have noticed. We're still building, though. We're still building. We're going to have not a great pick, probably around the same pick that we had this year, which was pick 13. So, we're not going to have that great of a pick. But that's okay. It's Ravens and Lions in the Super Bowl this year. And Asante Samuel goes up to another overall. He goes up to an 88. Marvin got an upgrade as well. I wonder if that means Asante won defensive rookie or defensive player of the year. That'd be awesome. 7 interceptions is a good way to do that. You know that Madden loves sacks and interceptions. The Lions win the Super Bowl this year. Congratulations to them. They finally get their championship. We're looking to do that with our Chargers. Looking to get our first championship, but the Lions did theirs. And it is Aiden Hutchinson getting the MVP of the Super Bowl. Mahomes MVP of the league. Dan Campbell Coach of the Year. Brandon Ayuk and Aiden Hutchinson are the Defensive Players of the Year. Marvin Harrison Jr. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let's go, baby. And then Latu for the Broncos, Defensive Rookie of the Year. But that's huge getting Marvin Harrison Offensive Rookie of the Year. Man, getting him at pick number 19 is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Blake Corum doesn't go up. Marvin's X Factor, by the way. But Blake Corum doesn't go up to star. That's brutal. I was really hoping he would. Really hoping he would. Offensive line looking good except for center. We're sorry, Will Clapp, but we need to get a new center. And then defensively, Savondre Sweat star. Asante Samuel is superstar, which is nice. Bosa's X Factor now. But Tui Peloto's still not star? Come on, dog. Henley's only star still. Chop didn't really even develop, it doesn't look like. All right, so there still are some holes. There still are some holes to be filled, but it's only season 2. It's only season 2. We can get the job done. We can figure it out. I am the drafting god, if you have forgotten. The drafting god has returned. We have $22 million in available salary, and I think I signed everybody that oh, no, I didn't. So we accept the option on Zion Johnson. Donald Parham, 6.3. We'll see if we can bring him back or not. Joshua Palmer. I do like Joshua Palmer. I want to bring him back. So let's offer him a little bit more money. And he wants to play for a new team next year. God bless America. The franchise tag's $27 million. I'm not spending that on Josh Palmer. I'll pay Donald Parham a little bit. Because he's like 6'7", right? So we'll pay him a little bit of money. He's going to come back. $19 million. We'll go into free agency and see if Josh Palmer wants to come back, or maybe there's a better option that I'm not thinking about. Maybe there is a better option. All right, so let's go to free agency. We don't have a lot of money this year, but we have a good amount. Wow, Tua's here. Let's see. So you got Javonte Williams, but I'm going to stick with Blake Corum. I believe in Blake Corum. I think he can get the job done. He had a really good season this year. Nico Collins. Wow. And Rashad Bateman. And Kadarius Toney. That's funny. Wow. Nico Collins is available. Take all of my money. He had a good year with C.J. Stroud. Take all of the money that I have in my pocket. Tight end, Noah Gray. I mean, we just did re-sign Parham, so we might as well just have him be the starter. Jedrick Wills is here as well, but we don't need a tackle. I guess we can kick somebody in a guard. We need a center, though. We don't need a tackle or a guard. Oh, my God. Trey Smith made it to free agency? He never makes it to free agency. Quinn Miners is here as well. Trey Smith makes it to free agency. And I have $3.5 million. Well, we're going to make some moves. We are going to make some moves. Is there anybody else that I want? This is a good free agent class. I like this. There's a couple people. Dre Greenlaw, 90 overall. Javon Holland's also here. Oh, my God. This is a crazy class. We got to free up some money. We got to free up some moolah, some straight cash, homie. How do we do that? We go, if the controller actually turns back on, there we go. We go to the team salaries, and we look and see who's expensive, who's got a penalty. Who's expensive that has a that doesn't have a penalty? Nobody that matters. Okay, that's fine. But who's just super expensive in general? Justin Herbert, obviously. Let's, nope, I didn't want to do that. Let's restructure Harbaugh. I can't restructure him, that's fine. Let's restructure Derwin James. Let's restructure Asante Samuel. And then Dicker the kicker. And J.K. Scott. Probably not Rashid Shaheed. I don't think I can. Zion Johnson, absolutely. That frees up $43 million. If I could just do Herbert, I would, but I don't. It's not letting me, so I can't do that. So I've restructured a few contracts. We'll also restructure Will Clapp's contract. $43 million. That's still not going to be enough to do anything. It's now dropped down to $32 million. And now $16 million. What? How much money do I have? I have 3 different numbers telling me how much money I have. So we're not going to be able to get Javon Holland. Although he'd be the only guy that we could get. I mean, I do kind of want Dre Greenlaw, but he's going to be the most expensive out of the bunch, I think. I want Trey Smith. Am I going to be able to get Trey Smith? Doesn't look like it, but I'm going to try my best. I don't have the cap room to do this. How about now? How about now? That's not any... Oh, my God. Trey Smith. No! So I'm not going to get Trey Smith. I guess we just use the rest of this money and fill out the team, maybe? Instead of just going all in on, like, somebody... on one guy. Even though I kind of want to just get all those guys. Jamin Davis is cool. The fact that Javon Holland doesn't want to be here is kind of frustrating because he has nobody offering him. He's got nobody offering him. How do you not offer Javon Holland a contract? I'll be the guy that does it, I guess. We got Nico Collins, which is cool. Didn't want to do that. No. Come on, Javon. Come on, Javon. Nobody's offering you a deal except my contract. Accept it, please. Stop fighting it. Luther Burden's available. Where do we go? We're going to have to get a tight end. Because I don't think Parham's going to be the guy. So either one of these two guys is probably going to be the person we go after. We're going to need a center. So Bryce Foster or Eli Cox or somebody's going to have to be that guy. Let's go first for Bryce Foster. So we'll use these 3. Learn a little bit more about them. Please, Javon, please accept. Please accept the contract. I would love to have you on the team, Javon. Come to LA. We have Candy. Did he accept? It doesn't look like, because the cap space is still pretty big. No, the Rams are battling. Stay away. Come on, Javon. He chose the team. Did he choose us? He did! Javon Holland chooses the LA Chargers. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. We get a huge upgrade at free safety. You could even say a massive upgrade at free safety. Nico Collins now jumps to the #1 receiver, but that's still Marvin Harrison's spot. And now receiver is pretty much done. We've got Marvin, we've got Nico Collins, we've got Quentin Johnston, we've got Rashid Shaheed. We're fine with that. We need to get a center. That is true. And we need to get some defense to help out, because there is not a whole lot here, is there? Devondre Sweat's going to jump up here again. Holland now starts at free safety. So the safeties are done. Derwin James, Javon Holland, all finished. We need to get a middle linebacker 2, and we need to get 2 defensive linemen, 2 edge rushers. I like Chop Robinson, but he didn't go up a single overall, I don't think, this season. So I don't know if he's going to be the solution for me or not. But getting Javon Holland's really, really cool, because that figures out, or that solves our free safety problem that we were starting to have. Oh, what's the draft going to be like? What is the draft going to be like? I'm still kind of upset that Blake Corum didn't go up in overall, or didn't go up in development trade. I thought he had a good enough season to do that. Maybe if he would have got over 1,000 yards, he would have. I don't know. It's too hard to tell. All right. So we know that these 2 guys are round 1 to 2 true talents. That's good to know. And we know that Bryce Foster is a round 3 to 4 true talent. That's also good to know. So we'll scout him. I also want to scout Jared Penning, because I do like Jared Penning. I think he's pretty solid. And then we need to get a defensive lineman. So let's go for JTT. JT Tuimoloau will go for you, because you're a Buckeye. Mock draft number 5, big baby. Will Campbell #1, Walt Luther Bird #2, Quinn Ewers. Didn't they just take a quarterback? No, they might not. They might not have. He's going for Mason Graham, Will Johnston. Will Johnston's very, very good. One of these drafts, one of these rebuilds, I'm going to get Will Johnson. JTT's going 11 to the Falcons. We have the 18th pick, and they have taken Colston Loveland, which I wouldn't necessarily hate. That's not that bad, because we do need a tight end, but I don't know if I want to take him in the first round or not. Especially when Abdul Carter's right there, and we can move him to the defensive line as well. Decisions. I now have enough staff points to be able to finish this and to be able to do this, so we can have a little bit of a discount on re-signing players in the future. It's not going to be that crazy, but little bit of a discount. Okay. Year 2 draft. Where do we go? Where do we come from? Where do we go? Where do we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Prospects. How is everybody? So Luke Lachey is probably going to be my guy, because we can get him in the second round, and he's the same kind of true talent as Loveland. So I don't think tight end's going to be where we go in the first round. Eli Cox is undrafted. So center is not going to be the guy, or these 2 guys at least. Maybe we go untraditional, we take a guard and move him to center. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Jared Penning's around 1 to true talent. I guess we could take Jared Penning, kick Cesar Ruiz to guard or to center, and then have somebody jump to guard. Maybe Penning can jump to guard. I don't know. It's Madden. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to find out. We are going to jump to the draft and find out. Start drafting. Let's pause the draft. #1 pick is Will Campbell from LSU. He goes to the Raiders. The Raiders. Luther Burden headed to Tennessee, where wide receivers go to die. Walter Nolan to Cardinals. Commanders get Quinn Ewers. Harold Perkins goes to the Patriots. I don't know much about Harold Perkins, but I hope he's good. Will Johnson goes to New Orleans. Carson Beck is headed to Denver. I'm not a big Carson Beck guy. I don't think he's that good. Texans get Travis Hunter. That's cool. Mason Graham. JTT goes to Atlanta. That's fine. Walker. Michael Williams. Kelvin Banks. All right, we're getting close to our pick. Here we are. We're at our pick. Cam Ward is available. We're not going to take a quarterback, though. Okay, we can take all the running backs that we want, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take the tight end, at least not Loveland. I'm not going to take the center, obviously. What's our picks look like? Oh, 18 across the board. Okay. So we have 18th pick every single round. Unless we obviously trade up. I could try. The problem is I don't know if Penning's going to make it to the second round. Like to pick 18 in the second round. That's the only problem. Like I said, we could trade up to get him in the second round, but then I want to take Luke Lachey in the second round. So I think we reach up a little bit, take Jared Penning to figure out this offensive line. No development trait. Look at these numbers, these skills, these attributes. Look at these. How do you not have a development trait, Jared? Ah, it's brutal. Especially on the offensive line, especially when I took him in the top 20. All right, we'll go to the second round and hope that one of the tight ends is available. They are both gone. Okay, Emeka Egbuka is still available, though. But I said receiver's done, pretty much. Well, what's available now? A couple corners. I'm not going to take you. I guess we take Tyler Booker. We either take Tyler Booker or we take Deontay Lawson. Because we need middle linebacker help. So let's take Deontay Lawson. Normal development, 84 speed. But he might be a little bit better than the guy that we have there right now. Oh, well, this draft is already not going the way that I wanted it to. Especially because Jared Penning has normal development. Egbuka's still there in the third round. There's no way he's going to make it to the third round in real life. He's probably a first-round pick, if I had to say. I did just say wide receiver was done, didn't I? But screw it. He's a Buckeye. Emeka Egbuka, third-round pick. Should not be a third-round pick. He's a first-round pick. Now we don't pick again till the fifth round because I traded that fourth-round pick to get up to number 3 or whatever it was, number 2. What's available? Denzel Burke and Davison Igbinosun. Okay. Well, I'll take Denzel Burke, who's also a first-round pick most likely. And I guess in the 6th round, if Igbinosun's still available, I'll take him too. He is not. What about tight ends? Tyler Warren, all these guys are potentially undrafted. Oh, there's Terrence Ferguson. We know him from the Oregon rebuild. I might as well grab him. Because at least he's a name that I'm familiar with. Okay, and then we'll let the CPU handle that final draft pick, or final couple draft picks. I don't remember if I have 2 or not. Oh, that did not go the way that I wanted it to. Let's just say that. Draft recap. 73 for Penning, 70 for Lawson, 70 for Egbuka. Everybody else is kind of garbage. Penning being a 70 with normal is just the toughest. It's just the toughest. What's the team look like? Add the players in. I'm gonna make Cesar Ruiz a center. It's just the smartest option, I think. So we make Cesar Ruiz a center. He's a 75. Then we turn Penning into a guard. And we hope that we have something work out for us. We turn him into the right guard, and we hope that the team looks better. Parham's going to start at that. Harrison is number 1 receiver. And then on defense, it looks just the worst. It just looks brutal. We're a good team, most likely. but we're looking pretty brutal on our defensive line linebacker core. We'll see how we play. I'm going to simulate year number 3, see how the team does. I will, you know what? I'm going to go with auto-generated this time. So I'll have that ready to go. We'll see at the end of the season, year number 3, if we're good enough to finally make the playoffs. I don't know. We've been kind of like middling around 8-9 wins these last 2 years. Let's actually get over the 10-win mark, maybe make the playoffs. We have made it to the end of the season at the playoffs, and we actually won the division and stole the 1 seed from the Kansas City Chiefs and from whoever else would have been in contention, because we're here in the divisional round at 13-4. Just think about that. A 13-win football team getting the 1 seed in modern day NFL is kind of crazy. Usually you get a 14, a 15, maybe even a 16-win team if we're talking real levels of talent. But we do get a 13-win football team here, so it looks like we finally started to click with our roster construction that I've built right now. And now obviously it's still not fantastic. Yes, we still have a normal development, very old tight end in Donald Parham at this point. We still have a young rookie normal development guard. We have a rookie second year normal development running back. So there's still some holes to be filled, but it looks like the talented pieces that we have in place at the moment, including guys like Javon Holland and Joey Bosa and Derwin James and Deion Henley and all these guys, they rallied together and got us 13 wins. And funny enough, we have a breakout running back scenario from, I'm assuming, Blake Corum in the playoffs, which is really weird. You don't usually see, at least I don't really ever see a breakout scenario for any position in the playoffs. That's kind of strange to me, but we'll take a look at that and confirm if it is Blake Corum. But I'm assuming who else would it be? It's got to be Blake. So Justin Herbert had quite the year. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 75% completion percentage is mental, especially on 473 attempts. That's an MVP level season. I don't know if he's going to get it, because Madden likes to not give me individual player awards, especially for MVP. But this is fantastic. These are great numbers for Justin Herbert. Another reason why we are 13 wins. Blake Corum had 1,000 yards. He almost got it last year in his rookie year, but he was like 100 yards off, or maybe not even, maybe less than 100 yards. But he does get over 1,000 this time with 8 touchdowns. And then Nico Collins, I'm super happy we brought Nico Collins in, because 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns. Yes, he did take away a little bit of the shine, at least in the red zone, it looks like, from Marvin Harrison. But Marvin Harrison is going to be talented no matter what, so that's not a big problem. But Nico Collins really, really showed out. That could be Offensive Player of the Year now that I think about it. He's got 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns, averaging about 13.9 per reception. I mean, that's Offensive Player of the Year territory. I don't know if he's going to win it, but that's territory right there. Defensively, Henley again leads the team in tackles. I'm not really shocked at this point. Derwin James did pretty good. Bosa had a solid season. Tackle for loss leader was Chop Robinson. Finally, Chop. It looks like you're going to start to take off and actually develop. I need you to. Tui Peloto had 13. Bosa had 12. Bosa had 12 sacks as well. Led the team. Tui Peloto had 5. Henley had 4. Robinson had 3.5. That's a pretty decent season for Chop, especially considering he didn't really do much in year number 1. Or in his first season, I should say. And Henley also had 3 interceptions. Do we get MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year? No, that's not going to happen. He didn't have enough sacks or interceptions to get it, but he still had a very, very good season. James had 2 picks, and then a few guys had 1. So those are some pretty good numbers for the boys. Pretty good numbers. And now we take on the Buffalo Bills. But first, let's figure out if this is Blake Corum, and it is. Yeah, Kellen Moore says he's got his eye on Blake Corum for a while now. All right, Blake, calm down. You've got 2 touchdowns, or what was that, like 150 yards or something on the ground? I think it's possible, considering it's only from normal to star. That's a lot easier in simulation to get. And we win the game 35-21, so that's a promising sign. Did he get it? He gave a good effort out there, but he didn't get it. Blake Corum, I'm putting my faith in you. I never should put my faith in a Michigan man. Oh, that's brutal. Herbert does get an upgrade point, though. That's nice. And now we take on the Steelers in the AFC title game. It would be awesome if we were to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't think we're ready to win a Super Bowl, but I'm not going to complain if we do. That's for sure. I think we're still a year away, but we'll see what happens. We're going to jump into this game against the Steelers and try to get the job done. So let's get in there. Let's beat the Steelers and then go to our first Super Bowl. Here we are in the AFC Championship game, and we are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, when I was loaded into this game, I remembered, I guess, that the Steelers are led by Justin Fields. So the main man, former Chicago Bears starting quarterback, that's crazy that he dropped that, former Chicago Bears starting quarterback leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to an AFC Championship game, 2 years into this rebuild? Bears fans, eat your heart out. You're sitting at home while Justin Fields is playing in LA for a AFC Championship game, a trip to the Super Bowl for the first time in his career. And you're just sitting at home, twiddling your thumbs, tickling your pickle, hoping that Caleb Williams becomes the guy. He probably won't, but you're hoping. I don't even know who we go with here. Second and goal from the 3. Marvin dropped the last one. We go Nico quick. Nico holds on, touchdown, and we're back in front. Well, in front for the first time, I should say. But we need this defense to actually play good. Can I ask for that? Is that too much? Ask for the defense to actually play good? 3rd and 4. If I fire that in, that's a risky throw. Nico had it in his hands. That was the tightest window I've ever thrown into in my life. Nico had it in his hands, but it was dropped on the hit. Oh, we got it on 4th down. You love to see that. I thought we were just going to punt it back, and we got it on 4th down, and now we are rolling here 3rd and inches now. Check that out of the backfield to Blake Corum, and he's got himself a nice little 17-yard, to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 1. Does the clear out work from the 7? Probably not, but we'll try. Shaheed could be open here. And Shaheed is open enough. Rashid Shaheed. 1st and goal from the 2. Good job, big dog. But we didn't... Wait, what? It skipped me, and we didn't score. I don't know what happened there, but now the Pittsburgh Steelers are up 17-7. I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea what happened. We must have turned it over at the 1 or something. Herbert must have got intercepted, or maybe Corum fumbled. I have no idea, but we turned it over at the 2. Oh, that's a beautiful throw. How is that incomplete? How does he get his hand on that? He shouldn't even know the ball's there. He's not even looking back at the ball. He should not know the ball is there. It's just simply not how heads work. Wide open, Rashid Shaheed. He gets absolutely speared. That was more of a gore. But he got tackled crazily. Can I step up in this pocket with Justin Herbert? Take off. Justin Herbert into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Harbaugh taking it himself. Staying alive in this game. We need the defense to step up. And they did. And it's 4th and 9. We got to take the field goal. Got to take the field goal. Play for overtime. It's the AFC title game. And we are in overtime. There we go. I was going to say, we are in overtime. It took a little bit longer. And we lose the game. 20-17 in overtime. They didn't even let me get out on the field. They were going to do some defense stuff, but I didn't want to be on defense because I wasn't going to affect the game at all. We lose 20-17 against Justin Fields and the Steelers. My silence there was I was trying to process that we just lost that game. So my prediction was correct. We were not ready for that game. We're at least not ready to win a Super Bowl yet. But next year, I think we could be. I mean, we got to the AFC Championship this year, so I'm guessing we can get back to it again next year and then actually, win the Super Bowl. I think that could be a possibility, especially with another year of development from Marvin Harrison and all those guys. If we can just find maybe a better right guard and maybe a better tight end. I don't know. The Steelers actually won the Super Bowl. Justin Fields. Look at that, Chicago Bears fans. Justin Fields just won a Super Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you wanted to ship him out. Ship? Joe Burrow, MVP of the league. Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year. Rashee Rice. Yikes? No? I don't know. Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year. Le'Veon Moss is the Offensive Rookie of the Year, running back for the Raiders. And Harold Perkins Jr. is the Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Patriots. Unfortunately, we don't get any awards because Madden hates me. But we do have a ton of money in cap. So we can possibly make some big moves to re-sign some people and then even make some big moves in free agency to go all in. It's possible. We have 20 players that are up for new contracts. Tommy DeVito, Rashawn Slater wants $140 million. Are you serious? What has he done in his career to warrant $140 million? Bosa's 31 years old and wants $52 million. That's not reasonable for a 31-year-old, but I'm still going to pay him it because we're trying to go all in. So Joey Bosa's back. Rashawn Slater wants $140 million. That is absolute highway robbery, but I'm going to pay him because we're going all in for the final season, so might as well pay him. Everybody else does not need to come back, except for maybe Rashid Shaheed, but $15 million for him is a little bit too expensive. I'll pay Greg Gaines a contract just to be a backup. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm not going to pay him to be a backup. So what we're going to do is we're going to let everybody else walk, and we're going to save that $32 million to try to pay some guys in free agency. Let's get moving. I need to take a look at the team, though. I need to see kind of where we need to go. I kind of have an idea in my head of what positions we need, but I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page. So we have Blake Corum, but we could use a backup running back. Nico Collins went up to superstar. That's awesome. Parham went up to star. I didn't even see Herbert's an X factor. Yeah, we've got receivers. We don't need Rashee Rice. We do need a backup running back, though. Offensive line's fine. Defensively, we need a middle linebacker, and we need pretty much 2 edge rushers, or 2 defensive linemen, and maybe an extra corner, but we're pretty good on corner. So we need backup running back, middle linebacker, and then 2 defensive linemen. Okay. Is free agency going to have those things? Chase Young. Oh my God. Free agency most certainly has the things that I need. Well, at least one of the things. Christian Wilkins as well. Why don't I have more money? Kayvon Thibodeau's here. Oh my God, this is the greatest free agency class I've ever seen in my life. Chase Young is here and wants to be here as well. He's 27. We have the money to pay him. He's an X factor as well. If he was only a superstar, I'd think a little bit more about it. But we're going to pay him, and it looks like we're going to have to pay him a big, fat contract as well. We're going to have to pay Chase Young a fat bag. Not even just a regular bag, like a fat bag. He still might not even sign with us. But if he doesn't sign with us, then we need to look for another linebacker. Unfortunately, the middle linebacker market's not great, but Kayvon Thibodeau is here. I can't pay Kayvon Thibodeau because they don't like me. I can probably only pay Chase Young, but I think, and the fact that he's not even really guaranteed to come here is really, really frustrating me. I don't know if should I even go for it? Like, there's other people that I could want. I'm going to risk it. Chase Young's our only target. Give me Chase Young. Sign with me, Chase. No! He signed with the Patriots. I love that as a Patriots fan and as a Buckeye fan. But, oh, so we keep the money, I guess. I guess we go for 30-year-old Christian Wilkins. I can't believe he didn't sign with me. I tried my best. I couldn't really offer him much more. Let's offer Christian Wilkins that deal, and maybe he'll sign with us. Maybe he'll sign with us. But now that we freed up a little bit more money, we could probably go... Oh, no, Thibodeau's probably taken, right? Thibodeau signed? Yeah, Thibodeau signed with the Vikings. All right, so now that that freed up money, we could probably... Should I pay Leo Chenal? I'll pay Leo Chenal, and then we'll just figure out a middle linebacker spot. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get him. Neither one want to sign with us right now. Oh, Chase. Why did you reject my contract? Why? Why do you hate me? Oh, this is the auto-generated class. I didn't even look at see who's in this class. Is there any good middle linebackers in this class? You've got around 2 to 3 guy. Delvin Chaney. Doesn't look fantastic. Charlie Reinhardt's looks... I mean, he's worth a look, like an in-depth look. Brandon Canty, he's got decent speed. Man, the middle linebacker class, we didn't get lucky with that. What about defensive line? Did we get lucky with this? You've got Thaddeus Meek, 6'5" speed rusher with elite speed. I like the sound of that. What about Matthew Stanley? Matthew Stanley, he's got elite acceleration, but he doesn't look as good skill-wise as the other dude does. Larry Ogletree, he's kind of not that great. What about left ends? Ooh, a top 5 pick, Larry Bolden. Could be solid. Could be solid. Quentin Peck. I don't know. I think we're going to scout Thaddeus Meeks. We're going to scout... Was it Delvin Chaney? No, it was Brandon Can. No, it was Charlie Reinhardt. It was Charlie Reinhardt was the middle linebacker. And then we're going to scout, I don't know, maybe a corner down the board or something. Let's scout Brian Cooper, 6'4" as well. So those will be our 3 guys for this week of Focus Scout. And I really hope that those 2 guys sign with me. Please, sign with me. Sign with me, please. Sign with me, please. I'm not asking for too much. I just want you to sign with me. Free agency, please. Leo Chenal, Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins chose to sign with me. Huge. Leo Chenal has not chosen to go anywhere. Pick a destination, my guy. What are you doing, big dog? Choose to go somewhere. You can't just not sign a contract. That's not how it works. He chose us. Beautiful. He chose us. So we got the 2 backup options from Chase Young. And that will help the team out a little bit. That will help the team out. So we'll generate the best lineup. And we have Chenal in there. Tui Poloto's now star. How did he get star? He was normal when I checked, right? I could have sworn he was normal. Maybe I missed it? I don't know. But now he's going to be middle linebacker number 2. So linebackers are done. We still need another pass rusher. And we still need a backup running back and an offensive offensive guard. But Penning's fine. I mean, we got to the AFC title game with Penning already. So it's not like we need to absolutely fix that as fast as possible. It's not the number 1 need on the team or anything. Private workouts. I should probably scout some running backs, shouldn't I? Since we are probably going to take one. Is there one that's down the board that we probably should grab? Maybe like this guy, Trey Saunders, power back. Good speed. He ran 4.4. His spin move and juke move look pretty good, and that's how you tell if a running back is going to be decent or not. Darren McAllister, also a power back. I like a power back that can run 4.4. That means he's probably going to have high 80s, maybe even low 90s speed. Possibly. Brian Freeman. He didn't even run as fast as that other guy. Where's he at? There's Trey Saunders. Let's go scout him. And we could also possibly scout Reggie McCullum. Macaulay Culkin. John Callaway. 4.47. I don't really know. I don't really know. LaMichael Malone. He's a power back. He doesn't look as good. I think we're just going to stick with the big dog Trey Sanders there. And then what else are we going to scout? I don't effing know. Round 1 to 2 on Charlie Reiner, so I was somewhat right in the fact that he was going to be a decent player. Top 5 on Thaddeus Meeks. Hello. Yes, please. I do declare I want Thaddeus Meeks now. Let's just scout a couple D tackles, I guess. Like, actually, you know what? Let's scout 1 D tackle and 1 corner, since we're on 99 on these guys. So let's find out how good. Oh, that guy's around 1 to 2. Oh, Brian Cooper, big dog. Okay. Let's just scout Devon Knowles. Thaddeus Meeks is a top 5 true talent. We got to know how to get him. Mock draft number 5. How do we get I hate you. He's the number 2 pick. Because of course he is. So other teams know he's good. But he's the perfect comparison, or he's the perfect person to pair alongside. It's a lot of P's, a lot of popping. He's the perfect person to pair alongside Christian Wilkins. And obviously our pick is all the way down here at number 29. I mean, I could trade up. Do I really want to? If I'm trying to go all in, then probably. There's Devon Knowles. Yeah, I probably should, because there's nobody else in the first round that I want. So I'm gonna go trade up to number 2 with the Saints, and we're gonna get it done. I could just go 1 for 1 like I've been talking about every episode or every video, but we're not gonna need these next draft picks, so I might as well just give up a bunch of picks. So I'll give up pick number 29. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can get away with not giving up pick 29. I'll give up my first round pick the next 2 seasons, though, because I'm hoping we don't have to go the next season. It's the Saints who have it. So will they take 2 first-round picks for this first-round pick? Yes, they will. So you can have my 2 first-round picks the next 2 years. I was able to keep my 29th overall pick as well. And now we have pick number 2. Congratulations to all, and to all, a good night. Let's go get Thaddeus Meeks, top 5 true talents, and then let's go see what we do with pick number 29 as well. All right, so number 1 pick in the draft is Larry Mays, right guard from Missouri. But Thaddeus Meeks is my pick. Hidden development, 86 speed, 83 excel. He's a big dog. He is a big dog, and he's going to fit very nicely alongside Christian Wilkins and the D tackle that I took. I forget his name. All right, and now since I was able to keep my first-round pick, my other first-round pick, we can grab somebody else here. Probably not a quarterback. Is it going to be a running back? Where's that running back that I was looking at? Wait, did I say top 5 talent? Elijah Ivory is a true top 5 talent at quarterback. Oh my God. Hold up. Wait a minute. I can't pass up on a top 5 true talent quarterback, can I? I'm not crazy. I know we have Justin Herbert, but Big Dog's a top 5 talent. You know how I feel about top 5 talents. Where's that middle linebacker at? I didn't get to him yet. He's 2 to 3. He's around 1 to 2, though. That's nice. That corner's also looking pretty tasty as well. I mean, top 5 true talent quarterback is crazy. The quarterbacks are falling, though. So it's almost like we don't even need to grab him just yet. I do probably need to grab either the middle linebacker or somebody else. Let's grab the middle linebacker right now. Charlie Reinhardt is my guy. Hidden development, 85 speed, 85 agility, 91 acceleration. Okay, Charlie, I see you out here with the samurai bun. Respect. Respect. I passed up on the top 5 true talent quarterback, even though I really wanted him. There he goes. He goes to the Carolina Panthers. I did pass up on the true talent running back, but I will trade into the first round or to the second round to get the running back here that I like. I could probably wait a little bit and it wouldn't be as expensive, but I don't really care because remember, we're going all in, hopefully winning Super Bowl next season. So I'm going to give my second round pick next year, and we're going to go talk to who's got the pick right now. Ah, crap. I don't remember. It is the Commanders. I thought it was the Commanders, but I thought for a split second that they were next up. Okay, so we'll go call up the Commanders and ask for their second-round pick. I'll give them a second-round pick in 2027, and they will say yes to that because they cannot resist me. Oh, they got super close to that. What about if I switch it to in 2028? Little, not as close, but still same, basically. And then a 6th-round pick. Perfect. So now we trade up to get that running back, and then with our 3rd-round pick, which I saved, I can now get that corner as well, most likely. I can't believe the teams must have done scouting as well on the quarterbacks because a lot of the quarterbacks fell, and then obviously that one who was a top 5 talent goes to the Panthers. 91 speed, 93 excel, 88 agility. This guy's pretty good. He looks like he's going to be a beast. He is 23 though, which kind of sucks. But it's not going to matter what his age is if we can win a Super Bowl. Now we're into round 3. I got to take a look at that corner. Where's he at? There he is. Might as well get him now because he's probably not going to be there at round 5. He's only normal development. Wow, that's kind of surprising, honestly. But he's 89 speed, 89 agility, or 89 acceleration, 88 agility. He looks like a stud. He looks like a stud. I'm happy with this class. The drafting god is returned, ladies and gentlemen. The drafting god is returned. The big dog is here. Round 5, all the quarterbacks are gone. I kind of wanted to take that quarterback, but it wouldn't have made sense. We needed to get other positions much more than we needed to get a quarterback, obviously. So it didn't make much sense to grab him, even though he was a true top 5 talent. Now, if he comes out and he's like an 80 overall, then I'm going to be a little bit upset. But I have a sneaky suspicion he's not going to be an 80 overall. I'm just going to let the CPU handle the rest of this. I thought there might be some gem still left on the board, but I didn't see it. There might be. I just didn't notice it. I think that was a pretty good draft. We came away with a lot of positions that we needed to fill. And we got a top 5 true talent out of it. So I think we did a pretty solid job, pretty bang-up job. I mean, look at these picks. All these picks are the picks that I made. Thaddeus Meeks is a 77. Reinhardt's a 75. Trey Saunders is a 74, and so is Brian Cooper. The only downside is Brian Cooper doesn't have a development trait, but that's okay because he's still decent overall, and he's 6'4" at corner. How good was the rest of this class? Was it a good class? Elijah Ivory's a 79. I could have had a 79 overall quarterback. Oh, that kind of hurts. But we got the second best player, which was Thaddeus Meeks. I'm happy with that class. And we also got Reinhardt, who was up at the top as well. It wasn't that great of a class at all, but I'm happy with it. The drafting god returns, and we got pretty much every position filled that I was wanting to fill. We got our backup running back. We got our defensive lineman with Christian Wilkins and now Thaddeus Meeks. And we got our middle linebacker, even though I did say that we had Tui Peloto. But now we got our backup running back. We've got our Thaddeus Meeks, and Reinhardt's actually going to start over Tui Peloto. I don't know if I like that or not. I could. I didn't necessarily need Thaddeus Meeks. I could have dropped Bosa down and then had Tui Peloto and Reinhardt start at the same time. But you know what? I'm fine with the way this is. It sucks for Tui Peloto because he just got star somehow. So it does suck a little bit, but I'm fine with it because it just adds a little bit more depth to the team. And Cooper's actually going to start at number 4 corner, which is kind of crazy because he's a rookie. But the team looks a lot better now. We are certainly championship quality. We are certainly championship contenders. Let's go to the end of the season. I was hoping to say the final season, but I don't necessarily know if it is, but I'm hoping that it is. Let's go to the end of the regular season and see if we are back-to-back 1 seeds in the AFC. We finished the season, and the boys came to play. Justin Herbert and the boys, 15-2. I am quite surprised that Justin Herbert was able to lead the boys to such a great season. 3,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 72% completion percentage. Those are fine numbers. So those are pretty good numbers. Not like he was putting up last year, but I mean, hey, we had a better record than we did last year, and he put up similar numbers. I can't be too upset. Blake Corum did have another really, really good year, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. Nico Collins, if that's not Offensive Player of the Year, then this game absolutely just sucks. 1,500 yards on the dot, which is unbelievably difficult to do, and then 20 touchdowns? Are you cereal right now? Are you Lucky Charms? Are you Apple Jacks? What are we talking about here? That's a fantastic year. Marvin had a great year, but Nico Collins might even win MVP. Just give this man the MVP. I mean, that's crazy numbers. Defensively, Henley had, I think that's the back-to-back years with 118 tackles. Chenal was a good signing, 107 for him. Derwin James, pretty decent. Christian Wilkins, another really good signing, 17 tackles for loss. 12 for Bosa, 11 for Chenal, 10 for Tavondre Sweat. And then you've got Wilkins leading the team with 8.5 sacks. Bosa had 7.5. Meeks, the rookie, 6.5. Meeks, 5.5 for Chenal. Terrion Arnold actually had 6 interceptions. That's kind of crazy. Really good numbers from the boys. The defense seemed to have stepped up really, really well. And we're taking on the team that beat us in the AFC title game last year, Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the defending Super Bowl champions. Will they get bounced? They will. 14-10, the Chargers are moving on to the AFC title game to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Maybe a little bit more of a favorable matchup than the Steelers were last year? I don't know. Let's go find out. We are here in the beautiful SoFi Stadium with millions of Colts fans in attendance and one lone Charger fan. But hey, we've got a chance to go to the AFC. Well, not go to the. We're already in the. We got a chance to go to the Super Bowl, is what I was thinking. Can we do it? I sure as heck hope so. That's for sure. I sure hope we can get there. Looks like it's going to be Dallas and Atlanta battling for the NFC side of things. I'm not really surprised that Dallas is involved. They usually are. But they're only 11-6, so we're honestly the best team in all of football, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We got to get Nico Collins involved a bunch because he is the stud of all studs with that season he just had. He's certainly going up to X Factor. I mean, he might even, if there was even a tier above X Factor, which I do think that Madden should add to the game next year or in the future. They should add an extra tier for those real special players, and I just threw a pick. But, like, if you get a player as, oh, it's a pick six, not even just a regular pick, it's a pick six. If you get a player like Christian McCaffrey or, I don't know, when Tom Brady was in the league, or I guess Patrick Mahomes now, the best player, like the best of the best, the 99 club, basically. If you get a player like that, they should have, like, a platinum tier that only 99s can get. Like, if you're a 98, you're still an X Factor. But if you get to a 99, you can unlock the secret tier of platinum. Now, I don't know how that would work in terms of, like, gameplay, like how much better they would be than a 98, because you'd have to obviously have a difference between a 98 and a 99 so that it would matter. But I feel like if you gave them, like, a platinum tier or something, or even like a, I don't even know, like a diamond, like a diamond factor, I think that'd be pretty cool. And we're going to blow out the Chargers, or we're going to blow out the Colts, by the way. I think that'd be pretty cool for those special 99 players, or if you grow a person to a 99 overall, then you can, like, unlock the next tier, the secret tier for only 99 overalls, and then they get, like, I don't know, plus 10 to every stat in their arsenal. I think that'd be pretty cool. But they'll never do that. So they'll never do it. So we'll be stuck with X Factors. I am very curious, though. I wonder if abilities and, like, superstar, X Factors, star development, I wonder if all that stuff's going to come to the college football game. Falcons beat the Cowboys. That's kind of crazy. I hope that it doesn't, but I'm very curious to see if it will or not. But thanks to the Falcons, they did the job for us, really. Now we got to go and beat the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. Can we do it? I believe we can. We are here in the Super Bowl, here in Hard Rock Stadium, and you know I love me some Hard Rock. Going up against the Atlanta Falcons, who don't have necessarily the greatest track record of Super Bowls. Being a Patriots fan makes me smile. We'll see if we can crush some dreams one more time here and get ourselves a championship for the LA Chargers. I'm going to throw that quickly. That's Marvin Harrison. He's got a huge gain. And we're looking pretty tasty here, pretty sexy. Trying to get into the end zone one final time here in this drive. I don't even know who to go for here. Maybe Blake Corum out of the backfield? That could be quite the wild one. Okay, they shift all the way over to the right side, so they're watching that heavy. But they're not watching this. Well, they were watching it, and it got hit anyway. So it wouldn't have, I don't even know if that would have been caught regardless, because my man was covered. He was covered. 3rd and 4. Quickly to Ferguson. He dropped it anyway. So looks like that was a bad decision. I thought for some reason Ferguson would be open. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. I thought it. 7-3. Luckily, we got the ball back quickly, and we score a touchdown. Love to see it. End of the half. I need us to score again here. Field goal, 13-7. Doesn't make me feel comfortable. I'd like another touchdown, please. 3rd and inches. Do we give it to the rookie? Travion Saunders? I mean, we might as well try. What's the harm? Give it to the rookie. That's why we drafted him. He got 4th and inches. So he didn't even get it there. You pathetic waste of a draft pick. We might as well give it to the meat chicken man because I don't like him. He fumbled the football. I hate your guts. You're going to... Oh, my God. He got it back. You're lucky. You're lucky, Blake. You are lucky you got it back because you would have hated me even more than you probably already do if you would have lost that fumble. Can I fit that in? I can. It was a risky throw. It's 4th down and goal from the 2. Probably wasn't the smartest idea. We got to go for this. We're at the 2-yard line in the Super Bowl. How do you not go for this? I'm going to go. I'm locking eyes on Marvin Harrison here. Marv, catch it. Hold on. Touchdown. Ball game. It's got to be. It's got to be ball game. Hopefully it is. Pray that it is. 19-7. Please be ball game. We got it again. Run the clock down. Do something. Do the Dougie for me. I don't care. Just score another touchdown so that can be ball game. Step up with Justin Harbaugh and don't get anywhere because these defensive linemen are freaks of nature that can run like the Flash when they need to. Roll out of the pocket, fire it in. Marvin goes down and gets it, and that's got to be the ball game. That's got to be the ball game. 2 minutes coming. 19-7. A Super Bowl is in our sights. As long as Blake Corum doesn't fumble the freaking ball. That's the 2-minute warning. Well, it will be in now. 2-minute warning. 19-7. We are on the brink. We are on the brink of a championship here in LA. It does pain me that it has to be with a certain Harbaugh as the head coach, but hey, it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're going to run this with the rookie Travion Saunders. I believe in him. We spent a draft pick on you. Score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Look at you. You can go home and tell your mama you scored in the... Oh, it's not Travion. It's Trey. Well, I guess his full name could be Travion, but it's just Trey. Are they going to score here? They do to make it look like a game, but it does not matter. The LA Chargers are Super Bowl champions. We have completed the rebuild successfully with Justin Herbert as the starting quarterback, with Quentin Johnston as a somewhat important piece, you could say. You could argue. The real difference of this rebuild was the fact that who's the quarterback? I don't recognize. It must be just an auto-generated guy. But the real difference was getting Marvin Harrison at pick number 19. I was never considering drafting Marvin Harrison in that first draft. But then the fact that he fell to us that late, there was no reason I could pass it up. You cannot give me a reason, especially when the Chargers needed wide receiver help badly, that you could pass up on Marvin Harrison. Even though I think Malik Neighbors was also on the table, I could not pass up on Marvin Harrison. We got super lucky that the receivers in the class fell down the board, and then we were able to pick up Marvin Harrison. And that, along with a few other pretty clutch picks, including this past offseason's draft where we got Meeks and we got that middle linebacker. I really think that those players were the tipping point to take us from getting beat by the Steelers in the AFC title game to now beating the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I really do think that was the difference. And we go 15-2. We win the Super Bowl. The rebuild is finished. Now we just got to see who won the MVP of everything. If Nico Collins doesn't win Offensive Player of the Year, I'm going to be furious. Please tell me he did. He didn't win it? Oh, he did win it. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Panic over. I was looking at the wrong thing. Herbert gets MVP of the Super Bowl. It is, in fact, the Chargers' first championship. I thought that's the case. Mahomes wins MVP of the league. No surprise there. We win Coach of the Year. Nico Collins wins Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year. Spencer Brackett, quarterback for the Rams, gets Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Percy Meadows, defensive tackle for the Raiders. The Raiders. He wins the Defensive Rookie of the Year. So those are all your awards. Super Bowl has been achieved. Charger fans, let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about this team. This is your final Super Bowl roster. Nico Collins does, in fact, go up to X Factor. Rashawn Slater must have won Offensive Player of the Year, Offensive Tackle of the Year, because no offensive lineman goes up to another development trait without winning Offensive Lineman of the Year. So he must have won that. Offensive line looks really good otherwise. We probably use another center instead of Cesar Ruiz, but he did the job that he needed to do. Marvin Harrison, man, that was quite the pickup in the draft. And then defensively, Meeks is a superstar. Please tell me that he didn't have this and he just naturally was a superstar when I drafted him. He was superstar development. Oh God, I am the drafting god. I am simply the drafting god. Reinhardt's star development, that's not a big deal. Arnold has gone up to superstar development. That's awesome to see. But yeah, like getting Meeks and Reinhardt was a real tipping point. Having Henley have star development was really, really good as well. Obviously, Derwin James. Signing Javon Holland was huge. Asante Samuel was big the whole time. Getting Christian Wilkins as well in that same free agent class was really, really big. So there was a few key pieces, but we kept mainly the same team. I mean, the offensive line's almost completely the same except for the center and right guard. And then obviously Blake Corum and Marvin Harrison. There's Quentin Johnson. He got a championship, so I guess it is what it is. So that is your rebuild of the LA Chargers with their new head coach and with the lack of talent they had on their roster. That was a bad team that we had to take to the Super Bowl. But we did it. We got a championship. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. If you have any other teams that you want to see me rebuild in the future, let me know down below in the comments. Like I said at the beginning, Bears, Commanders, Patriots, Vikings, already locked in, guaranteed once the draft happens and we know where each quarterback is going to go. Obviously, we know that Caleb Williams is going to go to the Bears, but where's J.J. McCarthy going to go? Where's Drake May going to go? Where's Jaden Daniels going to go? Once we figure out where they are officially going to go and the rosters have been set by the people who make the rosters and then upload them, we will have those 4 teams being rebuilt. But if there's any other one of your favorite teams, maybe you have your favorite team made some pretty big moves, you want to see me take on the challenge and rebuild them, let me know down below in the comments and I will be happy to take them on in the future. But if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.